Good day, my name is Luciano Bentenuto with Children Now. For years, we've been involved in the community helping kids all over the world, all over Canada, all over Quebec, just for different situations. Today, I'm at the school. Why the school? Because this is where it happens. Today we'll talk about intimidation, we'll talk about bullying, and of course we'll talk about the situation with gangs at the schoolyards. Follow me inside. Welcome back. Now I'm inside the school. Why the school? Like I said before, it's a very important location. The kids spend more than 1/3 of their time here, in the schoolyard, in the gym, in the classes, and they spend most of their time away from their parents. So who do they spend the time with? With other people that influence them, their teachers, their classmates, and everybody around the school. One of the situations we're going to be talking to you about is intimidation, bullying, and even gang recruitment. And what we're going to do, our priority today, is to prevent that. Let's go do it. You know, there was a time where parents had a lot of children. Today, children unfortunately seem to have a lot of parents, which basically changes the way we do business. And when I say we do business, we're talking about the family business. The nucleus of the family is something that's changed forever, unfortunately. And we have to deal with that. And at Children Now, what we do is we're putting a lot of emphasis on what we call the collective family. And what does that mean? That entails that we work with individuals, whether in a community setting, whether it be family, other family members, but it includes you. Today, I'm specifically addressing this to you, the teachers. Why? Because you are the cornerstone for our children's education. You're the people that are going to mold these little minds into the adults they're going to be later on. We have a lot of faith and trust in the process, and you're the people we trust this with. And today, hopefully, what we'll be able to do is give you some tools to assist you in the work you do. By your profession, you already have all the tools you need to address the cognitive skills that our children need to develop within a school environment. Today, at Children Now, what we're trying to complement is by giving you tools to deal with the physical and emotional integrity of the child under your care. Follow me in class. For a program to be successful, it's clear that communication is a key. But more importantly, communication strategy is what really makes the difference. And the strategy has to be inclusive of all levels, including the children, which have to be informed throughout the process, but also as important, the parents, the partners that you need to engage into your program. And finally, of course, very important, you, the teachers, the ones that work in the schools every day, are going to be the ones that are going to be instrumental in making sure that the information is fluid at all levels. That's a big responsibility. Take it seriously. Before we go on the 8 models of the program, I'd like to contextualize the theme of cycle of violence within the program. Cycle of violence is something that is initiated and progresses as time goes. Obviously, the first step of the cycle of violence is the isolation. Isolating someone, whether it's physically or even emotionally and intellectually, into a corner where they will feel vulnerable and become prey to those who decide to take advantage of that. Following the isolation stage comes the influence stage. The influence stage is composed of elements whereas individuals try to convince other individuals that you in fact are the person that we're going to isolate, and you in fact are going to become prey to the cycle of violence. Obviously, at this part of the cycle of violence, we're now looking into the intimidation phase of the cycle. And intimidation can be done in 2 phases, whether it be psychological or even physical. Yet both can be devastating for any potential victim. So Children Now developed a book called Youth and Street Gangs. Within this book, we find all the elements we required to deal with regards to the cycle of violence, including intimidation and bullying. In addition, Children Now has developed a study guide for the use of parents and teachers, which includes 8 different capsules. In Capsule 1, we find the psychological connections. These can be found in Appendix 1 and include linguistic, logical, mathematical, musical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, and interpersonal spheres. In the second capsule, we hand over a questionnaire to the students and interact with them with the answers they provide in the questionnaires that are found in Appendix 2. In Capsule 3, we develop an improvisation league in which we treat different teams that we can either make up or share with the themes that are suggested within the study guide itself. In Capsule 4, we rely on the students' creativity to write a poem in the style of a rap song. This usually creates an atmosphere where individuals are able to express themselves in the purest form possible. In Capsule 5, we focus on an interactive activity which allows them to participate in the play, in which they may play different parts, whether it be parents or the children, or actually a collateral contact. In Capsule 6, we ask for the children to get involved and interact outside of the classroom with their parents and other particulars so they could do some research and learn a bit more about geography by getting them to understand the gang phenomena outside of their local area. In Capsule 7, our students will be asked to create a logo. In this logo, we'll be able to create a discussion with all the parties involved, including his classmates, as to what inspired him or her into getting the logo done. In Capsule 8, we focus on evaluate teamwork. This is where we ask them to discuss specific themes and topics that are found in Appendix 4. During the discussion, we'll elicit their participation and engagement and put the emphasis on exchanging with their peers. At Children Now, our priority is to make sure that all the children have all the tools they need to be successful in life. With you, I am confident that we will be successful in making this happen. Thank you very much.
Yes.